Shaw goes defensively. Schimmelbusch could have marked, but Barham knocked him out of the road. Ricky Barham picks it up, and the Collingwood crowd roar this time. Barham gets caught again, and the ball is over the boundary line to be thrown back into play.
Well, it's a pressure game now, Peter.
Anybody's match, 48-54, Lou.
15 minutes gone of the last quarter. Dempsey and Moore go for it. Knocked out by Moore. Picked up here now by Schimmelbusch. He gets a fumble. And now it's Collingwood's Dacos trying to get out, and the ball is out of bounds. Well, Gully, they're going in hard, and only a goal the difference. Collingwood in trouble. They've lost Wearmouth and Magro in this quarter. Dempsey and Moore. Down it comes now towards Tanner. Tanner's got time to do something here. A lob head pass. It's a wild one over to Byrne. It beats him, and it's out of bounds still. Two very tired sides. Not a classy game. I suppose the gusty conditions have caused that, but I'd hate, as I said before, to be in these packs because they're certainly going in hard. Knocked out by Moore. Byrne couldn't get it. Picked up well by little Shaw. And look at Shaw go right down to the centre half forward. A long kick up there towards the full forward zone. Back it comes down to Horsburgh. Snap for goal, but good play by Ick that time. Well played. Back to Henshaw. He can't pick it up, but he taps it on nicely. Tanner goes for a punch. Picked up again by Smith. Another hand pass over to Daryl Schimmelbusch. Another wild one. Back towards Tanner. Moore knocks it back. Going after it now is Collingwood Dacos. A hand pass down here to Shaw. A snap for goal. Will it come around enough? It won't. Ball in the forward pocket. Anderson. There's Dents picking it up beautifully on that first hop. And he's clear. He's going to go for a run. Another long hand pass. And North Melbourne take it away through McCann. Anderson's after him. He better kick it quickly. He's right down there at centre field. A long kick right up to the full forward zone. Good mark there to Billy Picken. A great mark.
Well, Picken, one of Collingwood's best today. I don't think Lou will argue with that score. Picken short towards Peter Moore on the centre wing position. Moore's fought by Schimmelbusch. Picked up by Barham. Now he's got no one to give it to, Ricky Barham. We'll see Peter Moore. Moore, another long hand pass. This time back to Barham. He's working him overtime, isn't he? Here's Dacos. Let's see if he can do something with it, or he gets offloaded. Comes down towards Byrne. Byrne goes for the long boot to full forward. Dentures there. Fist it well clear over the head of Henshaw. A chance for little Dennis Banks now to pick up. Banks left half forward, or in the pocket actually. Holding the ball, says the North Melbourne crowd. It goes for the boundary line with a hand pass. Olsen gets there. It is over the line, and it will be thrown back into play. 48-54. And the game certainly rising to great heights now with the very closeness of the scores. Only a goal the difference. Dempsey in front of Horsburgh. Comes down to Olsen. Straight out of bounds on the full. I'd love to know how many times it's gone out of bounds in the last quarter. If we look at the tape on replay, we'll count them up for you, I think, because it must be a record. In comes Casson. He's got the penalty free. That's a long kick. Moore judging it better, but couldn't take the mark. Shepherd's well for Barham. Shaw. Henshaw. Henshaw's grab. Shaw gets it out to Banks. Banks will run in. Fires at the goals. It looks okay. Hit the post.
Oh, Gully hit the post.
7 points the difference. That's 6-12-48 North Melbourne to 6-19-55.
Approaching the 19-minute mark. How about that for luck? Hit the post. So it's given Collingwood a little bit of an edge with 7-point lead. The ball back into play again. It's a high kick towards that half-back line. Up they get by. Good mark there to Schimmelbusch. A very good mark indeed. Right on that half-back line. North Melbourne kicking against the breeze. The breeze bringing that one right back. All in position. No one can get clear. Going after his Dacos. A hand pass back, and Collingwood get it clear through. Another one out of bounds by Barham. I'm not counting any longer how many been kicked out of bounds. How many been pushed out of bounds. It'll be a penalty free kick to North Melbourne. To take that will be Daryl Schimmelbusch there at half back. They're trailing by 7 points, North Melbourne, approaching the 20-minute mark. Won't be a long quarter. Falls a bit short. A chance for Shaw to mark. Umpire said it'll be a mark. Crowd not too happy about that. Right in front of that North Melbourne stand. And they certainly giving that umpire the raspberry over that. But I reckon it was a mark. Ray Shaw. Oh, it's a bad kick. It falls a bit short. Chance for Edwards trying to grab the mark. Trying to claim it. Oh, they were grabbing McCann. They're going down left and right. And the umpire's going to ball it up again. Every player at the moment has thrown themselves at the ball. No one shirking the issue for 1 moment. Dempsey again gets the tap down. Jarrett, a good bit of a hand pass over to Casson. Casson with another one back here to Tanner. Tanner's at half back. He decides to go for a run. A hand pass. It's to Arnold Brightus. Arnold Brightus goes for a punch in front of him. He's in a bit of trouble. Burns there, and the ball is out of bounds. Burn and Brightus having a bit of a dust-up. Out of bounds on North Melbourne's half-forward line this time, about 75 metres around from the goal. 20-odd minutes gone of the last quarter. Moore goes for the grab. He's clear. He's grabbed again. Picked up by Tanner. He's grabbed the ball. Driven up there by Tony Shaw. Up towards Dempsey. Oh, beautiful mark to bank. He's got to pay the mark. He never took his eye off the ball. That is wrong by the umpire. No doubt in the world. Now, you can do that.
Well,
he paid the free kick before the fella took the mark.
Well, we'll certainly look at that one on replay tomorrow and watch your decision as it comes to Olsen at half-forward doing battle with Malcolm Blight, and the umpire this time will decide to ball it up. That was a great little mark. Reminds me of that one that Merv Hobbs took at the MCG years ago.
Well, Peter, you can do that as long as you take the mark. If you'd have dropped the mark, the umpire would have had to penalise him.
Mike Dye and John Sutcliffe, the umpires. Moore. Shark by Tanner. Tanner goes goalwards for North Melbourne. He could score from here, lines them up and puts it through for a point. So the difference is an even goal. Well, I guess you could have predicted that if you look at the scores, 6-13 to 6-19. The kicking of both sides has been fair at best today. McCormack is Collingwood's fullback and goes straight down the centre, assisted by the breeze. Moore and Dempsey. Dempsey over the top. Tony Shaw and Olsen. Dacos back to Tony Shaw. Over the top of him was Schimmelbusch. His long hand pass is intercepted by Bill Picken. Picken around the wings, Schimmelbusch and Byrne. And Ray Byrne, I guess Schimmelbusch must feel like a piece of soap. He's a very elusive character, holding the man, says umpire Mike Dye. And the ball will be brought back. It's not a mark down there. And it will be a free kick to Collingwood to be taken by, who's going to take it? Barham, I think.
I think it's Schimmelbusch's free kick.
No, it's not Schimmelbusch's, or otherwise the umpire would be further downfield.
OK, I'll take your word for it, Pete.
It is going to be Barham, I think. Yep, Barham's got it right in front of the Collingwood race. He decides to go off because Schimmelbusch was wide at the mark, and so Barham takes a good 15-metre. That's a fight behind play. It was Daryl Schimmelbusch and Dacos. In the meantime, the ball down towards the forward pocket, and Doug Smith takes the mark just adjacent to the 10-metre square. By gee, you've got to have 15 eyes here. It's over towards Tanner. Tanner over to Greg. Greg now getting away from Olsen. He's got a good turn of speed still, hasn't he? The dual Brownlow medalist, Stephen McCann. McCann almost at left half forward. A mammoth kick in turn towards full forward. The high flyer was Reeves from the back. Good, keeps the ball in play. Picked up by Collingwood's Brewer. He gets around a couple of opponents and cleverly at that. Towards the half-back line, almost out of bounds. In fact, it is. 23 minutes gone, and as I said before, it won't be a long quarter, but very low-scoring quarter. So I reckon about 27 minutes we'll see it out. So scores a goal the difference. Back it goes into play. Dempsey's there. Knocked out by Moore. Grabbed here by Wilson. Running to an open goal. He fires. Into the goal square she goes. And a good mark to good. He's got a chance to make scores. Dead level. Good's already kicked 2 goals. Might have a draw.
Oh, it was a bad one that time. Picked up by Woolnow and driven back towards the centre of the ground. Out comes Schimmelbusch and takes a darn good mark at centre field. North Melbourne to attack. A short pass. It's OK. And a mark taken here by North Melbourne's Tanner at centre half forward. Scores dead level. Right it goes down to towards Blight. He's going for the mark. He's got it. And Malcolm Blight is usually a match winner. He's got a chance now to make the scores dead level. He's already kicked 3 goals. He'd be about 45 metres out from goal. On a slight angle, but at least he's on the right side for a right footer. Waiting on Malcolm Blight to fire. If he gets this one, scores will be dead level at the 24.5-minute mark. Oh, it's a shocking kick by Malcolm Blight. This is Wilson going after. Never snapped for goal. That's a better one. Hit the post. Hit the post. That's the second time. Collins hit the post about 5 minutes ago. And then now Wilson hit it. So it's 5 points the difference. And whoever gets this goal, if North Melbourne can get a goal, they'll win the game. And they've got plenty of time yet. About 3.5 minutes to go.
Next goal would probably win the match, Lou, I agree. Edwards, he's been a very quiet player today, and it's kicked away by Casson. Another chance for North Melbourne up towards half forward. Free kick for...
Kicking in danger.
It's the first time they've applied that today. There could have been a few more, I'll tell you that now. Ricky Barham. That's not a bad kick from Barham. Assisted by the breeze to half forward. No mark played to Henshaw. It's a mark. Going Collingwood's way.
to Edwards.
Well, you could have fooled me. They didn't play marks, or almost marks, in the first half if you held them 5 minutes. Well, Edwards has got it. Let's not recap on what might have been. And Edwards is within kicking distance. He has a beautiful kick for goal, and he would be only about 40 metres out, directly in front, and a goal here would win it for Collingwood, no doubt about it. He fires, the goal umpire hasn't moved. That will be the winning goal. Kick by Edwards, a very quiet player today, but the score is on the board. The Magpies 7:19:61, North Melbourne 6:14:50.
25 and a half minutes gone. Well, you can't say it, Pete, but that's a dangerous goal kick by Collingwood then. It wouldn't seal the game completely because there could be about 3 minutes to go.
Well, they've got to get 2 goals, Lou, in that time. That's not an impossible task, but it's a very, very difficult one, isn't it? A new ball, Lou. New
ball coming out, giving everyone a time. This will possibly suit Collingwood too, because North Melbourne certainly were coming home towards the end of this quarter. That goal was a real cincher by Edwards, who's been a very quiet player indeed for Collingwood today. McCann's had him well in hand right throughout the match. 26 minutes gone, so it'll be about a 29-minute quarter waiting for this ball to come back. It'll be Dempsey against Peter Moore. Back she goes. Umpires found someone creeping over the line. It goes Collingwood's way. That gives them another chance. So Moore, I should imagine, will go for the long kick here to try and land this right in the goal square. Up the side of his boot. Bank traps it out, but it comes down to Cassidy. Can't pick it up. It's finally picked up by McCann. A hand pass over to Greg, but bad play that time. He's lost it. Back to Olsen. And Collingwood going to attack now as Olsen drives it down there towards the forward pocket position. Punched away. Back it goes to Byrne. Coming in now as Banksy goes down. But he won't give up. It's Daryl Schimmelbus out to Smith, and Smith's clear at half back. A long kick out towards that half forward line. Blight's got the set, and a beautiful mark. A beautiful mark to Blight.
27 minutes gone, Lou.
27 minutes gone, and Blight ready to drive it well down towards the full forward zone. The players set themselves. Punched out again. Kicked off the ground by Byrne. And a mark to Blight again. A hand pass out there to Byrne. This is Byrne of North Melbourne with the ball. He goes for a hand pass back to Jarrett out there in the pocket. A snapshot for goal. Into the goal square. Packer flying. They're all having a go for this one, but no one can get clear, and the umpire's found a free kick. It'll go to North Melbourne. Good. He was grabbed, and Good's got a chance to make the difference. That's the siren gone, and Collingwood have won.
Won't make any difference.
Won't make any difference. The siren going at the 28-minute mark, and Collingwood will win by 5 points or 10 points.
It's a goal.
It's a goal, so it's a 5-point win to Collingwood. So the final scores. A great recovery by Collingwood to come back after being thrashed by Carlton last week. 7:19:61 have defeated North Melbourne 6:14:50.